And welcome back to the week of what if. You'll notice I'm changing my hair up a little bit. Now I got the bullet mustache going on here. Just the chops and the mustache going on there. Figured I'd try this out for a little bit and try not to look like a porn star. But anyway, this one comes to us from Fuse Varus, who asked the question: what if Goku had his hidden potential unlocked by the old Kai? Now, he didn't really I don't believe he specified when. But I'm assuming you meant during the Buu arc as well. So maybe after Gohan had got his potential unlocked. So let's assume that's the case. Basically, as soon as Gohan leaves, old Kai turns around to Goku and is like, "All right, now it's your turn." It's like, what? We need a backup plan just in case. So he starts to get his under potential unlocked. It's like, oh, okay, I guess. And Goku would be getting his inner potential unlocked. And the events would probably go about the same on Earth as they did in the original series, except Goku doesn't show up, nor does Vegeta, at least not at that point. And basically everyone gets absorbed, minus Dende and Mr. Satan. I think they still managed to hide out for a while, but everyone pretty much gets absorbed at that point. And so Buu's just running muck, eating candy and stuff like that. Goku eventually is given, has his potential unlocked. And now, here's the real question on that. Is that where does Goku's hidden potential put him at in terms of overall power? We know that there's no now limit on how strong anyone who has their hidden potential unlocked can get. But it still raises the question on where does we know Gohan, when he had his hidden potential unlocked and when he powered up full power at that point, completely trumped Super Buu. Completely trumped him. Whereas we don't know how strong like Super Saiyan 3 Goku would have compared to Super Buu. I argue that he actually could have at least gone toe-to-toe with Super Buu, but Super Buu probably would have outlasted him just on stamina. And we know Super Saiyan 3 could at least stave off Buuhan for a short time. Not Buuhan, sorry. Buu-Tanks. Because after he absorbed Super Saiyan 3, Go-Tanks. We know he could at least hold his, stave off Buu-Tanks. So we know Goku's power is on there. But again, compare that to what Gohan's power was. Compared to Super Saiyan 2, which couldn't even really go up against Majin Buu at all, versus him completely trumping Super Buu, I have to believe that Goku with his full power unlocked, full hidden potential at that point in time unlocked, is probably most likely it's beyond his Super Saiyan 3 form. For a rough number, we'll say about twice his Super Saiyan 3 form, let's say. Trying to scale up from like Gohan Super Saiyan 2 to Ultimate Gohan, or Mystic Gohan as you call it. Let's just assume twice as much as Super Saiyan 3. But a power that Goku can just maintain as opposed to the stamina drain of Super Saiyan 3. So when he goes down there, he's given his life back, goes in and just he finally just takes out Buu. Because at that point, Majin Buu can't do a damn thing against him. They decide to bring Vegeta back? Well, I think it's one of those things that they'll watch and see how things are playing out to see how to handle the whole Vegeta issue. They do have Vegeta's body held on standby, though. They do have that. They said that in reserve. But Goku ultimately does take out Super Buu, or Buuhan as he became. And does ultimately, well, actually, that all depends on how you would gauge how strong Buuhan is, I suppose. Because while Go-Tanks defuses and cuts down like a third of his power pretty much at that point, Gohan's power added in the Buu probably did even out things a bit. So it'd probably be I have to take some of that back. It would probably be a pretty long, drawn-out fight. But with Goku having the overall edge and continuing to getting the overall edge as he's continuing to grow stronger and stronger through combat and everything like that. So Goku is starting to take advantage, but it's just one of those things that it's taking too long. So they do send Vegeta down there, to help doesn't really do anything, mind you. But Goku does ultimately take the win with some diversionary tactics coming from Vegeta. And Goku ends up obliterating them. They use the Dragon Balls, bring everyone back, and the Mechian Dragon Balls, Vegeta gets brought back. All works out in the end. But now you have this scenario where you have two mystically, hidden potentially enhanced Saiyans. Gohan and Goku. Now we know Gohan slacked in his training after a while and just kind of decided to become a family man. But Goku always kept training, even when he was farming and not having a lot. He kept trying to improve himself and everything along those lines. So training to continue to hone his mystic form would be interesting because, again, there's no cap at that point. It's a very gradual, slow increase, even with training or combat experience, but it is something that he will continue to grow and evolve. So the question quickly becomes, or how strong would Goku be at that point? Well, he'd be probably training on King Kai's planet. He's probably, I don't know, we'll go after like, I think it's like a year of training or something like that. After a year of training, he's maybe like twice as strong or 3 times as strong as his Super Saiyan 3 form. And currently he's on King Kai's planet. And, that's when Beerus wakes up. Now, the actual fight with Goku and Beerus will go to Saiyan. Goku will get his ass kicked, but not in the same way he did last time. Goku doesn't have Super Saiyan transformations at this point. Gohan had him because he slacked in his training and didn't have his mystic form, or his hidden potential unlocked form, if you will. Ultimate Gohan, as I think it's referred to sometimes. He didn't have that anymore until he started training again. He just had Super Saiyan forms. Goku is a similar way. He doesn't really need Super Saiyan forms anymore. He has the hidden potential forms now. So he just powers up to his full hidden potential, to his full power, which very much surprises Whis and Beerus. And then Goku, squares off. Now, Goku, I think maybe even manages to get a brief hit in on Beerus because he's just surprised about this and just boom, it's like, ugh! Beerus doesn't actually feel it, but he was surprised, like, I must admit, Saiyan, that was quite impressive. You actually managed to hit me. And then just proceeds to toy with Goku the entire time. Just, nope, oh, so close, so close. But Goku doesn't go down in just the 2 hits. I think he actually still manages to get up after those 2 hits. Just, and then go, and it's like, well, this was fun. And then he's I must admit, I'm impressed, Saiyan. And Whis is eating his lunch. I must admit, I am very impressed, Saiyan. No one's been, it's been a long time since I fought someone who was able to get up after a hit like that. Still, game over. Time to go to Earth and wreck shop there. So everything in that arc goes about the same at that point. Then you get Super Saiyan God Goku, who is drastically stronger than normal God Goku. Not drastically, but there is a significant difference. He fares better in his fight with Beerus, but is ultimately, for not, he would still lose the fight because he's still new to the power. Now, granted, it gets absorbed into his base. So when training, when he goes to train with Vegeta in Super Saiyan, for Super Saiyan God or with God Ki, things are. I fully believe things work differently if he had his hidden potential unlocked with Super Saiyan God. Now, when that happens, when Frieza comes back, it's like, oh yes, it's like, let's see what you have, and then powers up. Now, when he powers up, everyone notices. I mean, besides the fact that this is different and all that stuff, but notices that Goku's his hair is more of a. It's still blue, but it's more of a. I guess Super Saiyan Blue is generally kind of a lightning blue. But it's more. His hair is a bit pointier. There's like actual light instead of the light. It's more like the lightning and stuff around him. It's more pronounced. It looks more like a Super Saiyan 2 than anything else. But in blue, it's like this is what I call Super Saiyan Blue. Though I think my form's a little bit different than Vegeta's. And he lets loose he makes a little bit different than the standard version. And then him and Frieza go toe to toe, but unlike the original fight where Frieza initially actually held the advantage over Goku, Goku holds the overall advantage over Frieza. And with the added benefits of the lack of stamina drain with the ultimate form or mystic form, and with the key control of Super Saiyan Blue, the form is just an overall more powerful form in general. And again, he beats Frieza down, but he gets the cheap shot. Vegeta comes in, and again, everything goes about the same after that. Cut to the Universe 6 arc. Again, you're going to get the same team. Nothing's going to change there. You're going to pretty much get the same shit happening up until we get the fight between Goku and Hit. Up until then, it's pretty much the same. But Goku and him, he goes to ultimate form, and, he's able to, or ultimate god, as you will call it, and, blocks. And he's having an easier time in his base form against Hit than he did initially. And I don't think you will see Goku actually even use his Super Saiyan forms at all, or his transformed forms. When Hit starts to improve his time skip, Goku goes Super Saiyan Blue, or Super Saiyan Ultimate Blue, if you will, and again closes the gap. Hit improves again. Goku now reveals he's stacking Kaioken onto that son of a bitch, and I'll honestly admit, I don't think Hit can improve fast enough to match Ultimate Blue, as we're going to call it in this case, Ultimate Blue Kaioken times 10 Goku. He could handle Blue Kaioken times Goku, but Ultimate Blue, which just has the better stamina, control, and everything along those lines, and just overall greater power, nah. Now, this version of Goku also still can't take on Beerus, but he would give Beerus a solid fight at this point, like a real solid fight. So that goes down there. Then you cut over to the Goku Black arc. When they initially fight, Goku's still just in ultimate form and just boom, takes him and just takes him out. When Goku shows up, Super Saiyan Blue, Trunks is just shocked beyond all hell. And then you would see, once we get into the future, it's really difficult because, frankly, Super Saiyan Rose versus Super Saiyan Blue, no problem. Super Saiyan Rose versus Ultimate Blue, particularly because, again, the nature of the ultimate hidden potential release, Goku just keeps improving so long as he's training and, fighting and stuff. So he's just gradually been getting stronger and stronger and stronger. He's even stronger than when he was after they fought initially between him and Black. So him and Black would be going toe to toe, but Black would just be completely stymied by, like, he's stronger than when I fought him last time. And I've seen that Super Saiyan Blue transformation. What the hell? And yeah, this is stronger than what he did last time. It's like, what the frick? And then, he gets a solid just right hook to his jaw. Just boom! Gets thrown down. And he's like, it's over! And then Zamasu comes out and, explains a little bit of the plan. And Goku's now trying to take them both on. Goku puts on just a standard Kaioken and just grabs them both and just whams them into each other and then blasts them both. Zamasu gets out, walks away fine, but, Goku Black's now actually injured because he's not the immortal one from everything we can tell. So they basically say they need to regroup because they weren't expecting this. And yeah, they need to regroup because they weren't expecting it. And they go back to the past, talk about the Mothba, all that improving. I'm trying to remember, did they go back 2 times or 3 times? I think it was basically just the 1 time they went back. Regardless, I always skip that secondary time. So basically, they're facing off again. Vegeta's improved, kicking the shit out of Goku Black. Goku's just beating the shit out of Zamasu. Zamasu might be immortal, but that doesn't mean his power grew at all. Which still, his power is strong enough to at least keep up with Super Saiyan Blue, but ultimately he was not stronger than him. Then they turn into Fuse Zamasu, give them a serious problem. Even Goku, Super Saiyan Blue, Kaioken, Ultimate Blue Goku has trouble at this point with him, but is still able to overpower them with that Kamehameha. Lets the Kaioken and just smacks him down. But again, ultimately is taken down. They turn into Vegito for the first time thanks to the Blotari earrings, and now you get a weird Ultimate Blue Vegito, which is stronger than the other Vegito, which was already pretty much stronger than Zamasu as it was. So, yeah, you get that. And, again, can't beat Zamasu fully, but seriously kicks his ass a bit. And then everything goes about the same after that. Then you would go into the Universal Survival Ark. Things go about the same, although Goku shows off more power than he did in the initial one, and pretty much beats Bergamo Stanley and Topo pretty handily. So when you and again, the team's the same. But again, you get to these fights that happen. Basically, the only fights that are going to be any different are the fights that Goku was involved in. Universe 9 goes out a lot quicker. Goku didn't participate in too many fights. I think, it'd be possible he knocks out Rebrand before anything else happens. Because they fought for a while, but I think he just knocks out Rebrand overall. And then we deal with him versus Jiren. Now, that initial confrontation, we'll have Ultimate Goku fight Jiren. Nothing. He still can't take on Jiren really at all. Then he goes to the Super Saiyan Ultimate Blue Super Saiyan, and then they're squaring off. And while Jiren's still very much a stronger party here, it's not as one-sided. I mean, probably a stronger Goku. With any version of a stronger Goku, it couldn't be much more one-sided. Though again, remember, Goku actually still tagged Jiren once or twice, and even put Jiren on guard a few times. So Goku is, he's able to at least get a couple more hits in, even enough that Jiren's like, okay, fine. It's like a hit that didn't necessarily, you've been hit where it's like, that didn't hurt, but that rung my bell just a little bit. Didn't hurt, but you have my attention. That's kind of what the hit would be like. Goku's playing. It's like, he's not actually hurting me, but it's one of those things that I didn't like that. So all right, let's do this. So Goku and him, go, and then he ranks or kicks up the Kaioken. At that point, now he's able to actually, like, again, you've been hit. And I've heard someone says, like, just because you're punching yourself in the face. I'm not actually punching myself in the face. It's like, now it's like, you ever like get hit? And again, it's not like, oh my god, but it's like, okay, I felt that. All right, that there's a little soreness there. Now Goku's actually able to, damage isn't the right word, but push Jiren. Jiren actually has to put a little bit of effort in now. So now it's just, all right, fine. Then again, he pretty much thrashes Goku. After that, everything goes about the same. The Ultra Instinct, or Ultra Instinct Omen. There's not really any consensus of if your base was stronger, your Ultra Instinct form would be higher, but who knows. Still, goes about the same. Frieza restores some of his energy. And luckily, because of his... Now, see, he recovers a lot quicker in this version than he does in the other version, because he's had his hidden potential unlocked, because he continues to get stronger. So his recovery time, I think, is quickened. So when Kale and Khalifa come after him, he can immediately go into God form, or he can even hold his own against their Super Saiyan forms without too much difficulty at this point. Then he can just go into God form and just, own them pretty much. It goes about the same. Then they turn into Kefla, and he goes Super Saiyan Ultimate Blue. It's about equal, though he's able to stack some Kaioken on there. And he's basically the stronger of two. Gets basically knocked out again, turns to Ultra Instinct. That goes the same. Again, he's tired out, but he's a little less tired out, again, thanks to his hidden potential kind of growing. And every time he transforms back into Super Saiyan Blue, when he's more or less stronger now, when he recovers. Again, the whole Anti-Raza fight happens. Goes a bit easier. Him and Vegeta face off against Jiren. They have, again, because Goku is honestly stronger at this point than he was initially, because he's had time to recover, it goes a bit more in their favor, but ultimately nothing truly changes. Really, everything goes about the same. Goku's not really taking anyone out, besides maybe an extra, like, Bribrian a little earlier, and yeah. So, ultimately, things wouldn't be drastically different, but a couple of problems would be alleviated sooner, like Super Buu. There would be no Kid Buu fight. You'd just take out Buuhan and then wish everyone back. He would actually probably end up beating Hit, I'd imagine, in the Universe 6 arc. And he might knock out a couple extra people in the Universal Tournament of Power. But ultimately, nothing serious changes. Yeah, right, puppy. Nothing serious changes. So that's my thoughts on what if Goku had his hidden potential unlocked by the old Kai. But let me know what you think. Do you think it might be different? Do you think it goes about the same? Do you think he'd be a lot stronger? Or do you think he wouldn't be quite as strong as I'm making him out to be? Let me know in the comments below. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas for win, Star Wars, Survival Magic, what if, anything I'll do on the channel, put that in the comments below as well. I'll get to that at some point. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.